Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to Awesome English. This is lesson 6 in our series on how to write a personal recount. Our main objective today is to be able to write event 3, the final event in the body section of our sequence of events. Alright, let's get started. Okay, welcome to our awesome checklist for today's lesson. These are the objectives we want to achieve by the end of the lesson. So the first one is to review the structure or the macro of a recount text. Then to know the hamburger strategy. Next, to be able to write an event paragraph for the body section of our recount. Then to be able to identify those micro elements and grammar features of a recount. And finally, to be able to innovate ideas and write them in your own words to draft your own event paragraph. Let's get moving. Alright guys, you should be getting pretty good at knowing the macro and the micro elements that go into a personal recount text. So today, let's do a little think, pair, share. So if you're in class, you can talk to the person next to you. If not, have a quick brainstorming session at home. What is the structure or the macro of a personal recount text? Even better, can you think of the micro or the grammar features that go into a recount? Ready, set, go. Alright, I hope that brainstorming session went well and you now know the macro structure of a personal recount is orientation and then the sequence of events and then concluding opinion paragraph. Now we've been doing the sequence of events with 3 main events. So hopefully you mentioned that too. Now for the micro elements, maybe you mentioned some of these guys. We've got adverbs of sequence, literary devices, a mix of simple and compound sentences. All these great elements can make your recount awesome. All right, let's learn more. All right, we're going to need our hamburger strategy today to make our paragraph awesome. So let's review what it looks like. Now remember, if you want to learn more about the hamburger strategy, check out the video on our channel. So it starts with that top bun. Now that's called the topic sentence or the introductory sentence. Then we have the details in the middle that give details about that paragraph idea. And then finally, we conclude with that concluding sentence that wraps up that paragraph. And we're going to use this strategy today for our events. Let's get moving. Alright, before we draft our own event paragraph, let's check out this example. Spend some time now, see if you can annotate, label, or identify some of those micro features that we have in our awesome checklist. Maybe you can spot some elements of the hamburger strategy, maybe you can see some of the grammar elements. Spend some minutes now, go. Okay, so let's check out our final event paragraph annotated. Now remember, use some of these ideas, innovate or change them to make them your own. So we have used the hamburger strategy again. We are using the yellow there to show the introductory sentence. Then we have the concluding sentence in yellow as well. That introduces the idea for the paragraph and concludes it. Then in the middle, we have some awesome details to make our paragraph exciting. We have direct speech. We have onomatopoeia. We even have some personification where we give human qualities to non-human things like the raging waves. So over to you. Go and draft your own final event for your personal recount now. Use these ideas to help you get drafting. Okay guys, now it's over to you for some independent learning. I hope you've had success in writing that third and final event in our personal recount. Remember to tune in to our next lesson, lesson 7, where we write the conclusion opinion paragraph to wrap up our recount to make our writing awesome. I'll see you next time and remember to stay awesome.